In the episode number 101 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, we talk about EVGA stepping out of the graphics card industry, Intel discontinues the Celeron and Pentium series names in favor of a new one, Team Group has a new DDR5 RAM kit exclusive for AMD platforms, and Antec releases a new all-white case that is actually good. We start with sad news as the CEO of EVGA announces that the company will stop its partnership with Nvidia and stop producing graphics cards altogether. On Friday, EVGA formally announced on their forums that the company will not carry the next generation graphics cards. However, they will continue to support existing graphics cards and products, which includes technical support and warranty. While the company and multiple internal sources, which includes their CEO, has mentioned a rocky relationship with Nvidia, EVGA has not said anything about a possible partnership with Intel or AMD, which is worrying as graphics cards made up 80% of the company's revenue last year. Where does this leave existing customers? Well, EVGA has enough graphics cards in stock to support the RMA process for its current generation of graphics cards, while the power supply, motherboard and accessory product lines are left untouched by this decision. Only time will tell what EVGA as a company will do and how or if it will survive. It is unfortunate, however, that we've reached this point, and I genuinely hope that EVGA does not take the road that XFX or BFG took in the past. Next, Intel has decided to discontinue both the Celeron and Pentium name brands. The new name that replaces both product names is simple, Intel Processor, and will be found mostly on notebooks. While streamlining your product naming is a good thing, including multiple series of products under a single name is not the best thing in the world, especially since it was already hard to differentiate notebook CPUs from one another. The CPU series that retain their names are the Intel Core, Intel Evo and Intel V Pro alongside the new Intel Processor series. We continue with Team Group and their new DDR5 RAM memory, which feature AMD Expo support. The RAM kit is available in two colors, black and red, and the Expo support means that this kit will be ideal for AMD systems. However, due to the lack of support for the Intel XMP profiles, it also means that this RAM kit will have to be manually overclocked to the advertised frequencies and timings. Otherwise, it will work at the lowest possible frequency. In simple terms, this is a DDR5 RAM kit that is dedicated to AMD systems, and while it will work on an Intel system, it will not be a plug-and-play experience. It's not a deal breaker, but it is something you need to be aware of if you decide to use this RAM kit on an Intel platform. The VULCAN is available in different frequency variants, 5200 MHz, 5600 MHz and 6000 MHz. Outside of that, this is a simple DDR5 RAM kit with a solid metal heatsink and two colors options. No worries about pricing or availability. And finally, Antec has announced the DP505 white mid-tower case. This model looks to be a good choice for a gaming system, and it has plenty of features that make it a good case. The front panel design is up for debate. Some will like it, some will hate it. It's how it goes these days, especially for designs. For water cooling support, you have a lot of options. At the front, you can install radiators up to 360mm in size, and the same can be said for the top of the case. What is impressive with this case is the fan support. At the front, you can install up to 3 120 or 3 140mm fans or 2 185mm fans. Not a lot of cases can do that, not even some premium models. In terms of clearance, you can install graphics cards up to 375mm in length and CPU coolers with a maximum height of 170mm. For I/O, you will get two USB 3.0 and a single USB Type-C port at the front, which is great to see as the lack of a USB Type-C port is an issue with many modern cases. And this is the end of the episode number 101 of the A.S.A.P Tech News, one of the few tech news series which aims to deliver you the news as fast as possible for your convenience.